So hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today, I will start making a quick and simple tutorials on different softwares that each and every people use. For example, the Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and many more. So for today, we'll be focusing more on the Microsoft Word. I will be using the Microsoft Word 2013 here in my taskbar that is pinned. If you can't find your Microsoft Word, you can always go to the search bar and type in Microsoft Word. So without further ado, let's open up our Microsoft Word. So as you can see, this is the Microsoft Word. And the first thing you will see are some of the example templates that you can use. These are some templates you can use in advance to just edit some few things in it. If you can't find what you're looking for, you'll see here on top are some filters, categories that you can use to find the type of document you want. But in this video, we'll only focus on the basics of the basics. So we will use this blank document. So once you open up a blank document, you will get your very first Word document. So let's split each one we see here. So on top, you will see this Home, Insert, Design, and etc. You might be wondering, what are these? These are called tabs. And when you click and open a tab, you will get a set of ribbon. Every time you click a tab, you will get a different set of ribbon. So, for this ribbon in Home tab, each ribbon is divided into groups. For example, this clipboard group, font group, paragraph group, styles group, and editing group. Knowing about this group, there is something each and everyone needs to know, and this is what you call a launch button. A launch button is where the other option you can do inside a particular group. So, for example, this paragraph group, that's not all the things you can do. So when you open up a launch button, you will get more options to edit your document with. So, let's close this up first. So, down here in my document, you will see the page of my document. This is my Word document. So before we start with anything, I would like to see more of my document. So to do that, we go down here at the bottom right and you will find a slide for zoom. This way, you can zoom in and zoom out of your document. So now, I changed the view from 200% to 100% so I can clearly see the whole document that I will be creating. So first up, I would like to create a document report about something. Let's say about your favorite animal. So let's write space for a name, topic, and a title will be my favorite animal. So as you can see, our title does not seem to be catching our attention to be a title. So what we can do is we can highlight this title, and as you can see, we will get a pop-up options on what we can do for a title. We can either make our title bold, italize, underline, and we can even color its font. But what we need to focus is the styles. As you can see here, you can see different types of styles you can change your text with. So let's go with the title style. And let's say you want to center this title. So you might be asking, where and how can I center my title? So we go back to the Home tab, and each ribbon will find what we call the paragraph group. This is where you can edit your text with, like the alignment of your text, either to the left, center, right, or justify. So we will center our title. And you can also color our font background with these theme colors. So let's go back to white. We can also check the font group where we can see different functions for a font, like change its font and its size. So now we have started our document. And now, you want to add the stuff in your document. Let's say, my favorite animal is a penguin. I love them so much. They are so cute. After typing in your document, we can edit them depending on what you want to do with your text. Let's say the teachers want you to have a double spacing in your text. So, we highlight this text and go to the paragraph group and open the launch button. As you can see, we will find a line spacing here to see the different options you can do to edit your text with. So, let's change it to doubles and hit OK. Now, I would like to add something at the very bottom of my document. Let's say, oh wait, I can't type something on the bottom of my document. I'm clicking it, but it won't take me there. But when I click on top, it takes me there. So what you can do here is press enter, and it will create spaces for you to enter something. This will also create a new page for you when you enter enough spaces. So now, let's say I want to write from your student. Now, to make things more livelier in our document, why don't we insert a picture of our topic? Yes, you heard me right. Insert. And insert is one of the tabs in our Word document. So let's go to insert and find pictures in one of the groups, which is illustration. Let's open it up. In this case, our favorite animal is our topic. So I grab a picture of a penguin, click it, and press insert. Now as you can see, we now have a picture in our document. But something is not right. The picture was taken to a different page of our document, but I want to put it in our main document at the center. To make things more easier, we first click our picture and click these options on the side. As you can see, we will get a different layout options. So to control our picture more better without ruining our document, we either choose behind the text or in front of the text. So in this case, I'll just use behind the text. Now, as you can see, we can freely move our picture without arranging and breaking our main document. So you might have noticed something different when you click the picture. On top of the picture, you can see a new tab. It's called Format. This is a unique kind of tab that appears when you add something different in your Word document, like pictures or videos. So in this tab, we will also find a new type of ribbon that includes different groups in it, like remove background. We can also add some effects to our picture, like this, and this, and this. So let's bring it back to normal. We can also compress our picture, change it, and reset it. Now before, we have font styles where we can design our text with anything we want. Well, we also have picture styles. Here, you can add different kinds of styles to the picture, like adding some borders to it or putting it in some frame. So that's most of it for what we can do inside the picture. Now, we try visit the design tab. Here, we can use a theme for our document, a design, and we can also color the background to our document, for example, like this. So let's bring it back to normal again, to white color. Also, if you want to own your document and don't let anyone copy it, we can add some watermark to it. And As you can see, we now have a watermark on our document. It's just being covered by our picture. Now, let's visit another section, which is the page layout. In this way, you can edit your document type and size on however it was instructed to be. Let's say the teacher wants it to be a landscape format. So, we go to the page setup, and in that group, we use the orientation. You can always change it here whenever you want it to be a portrait or a landscape. In here, we can also add margins you want in your document. Another thing is that you can resize your document on whatever you want it to be, or whatever your teacher instructed you with. You can always adjust it however you like. Now, there are more tabs in our Word software, but before we finish up our document, let's visit the Review tab quickly for something important. In this tab, you will find at the very first what you call spelling and grammar. Let's hit yes. And as you can see here, we made a typographic error on the word student. This function is very important in creating documents. You can always check in this section if you made a mistake. We also have define, which stands for dictionaries, to define the words you're unfamiliar with, and Thesaurus is something that can help you choose more words rather sticking to the same word most of the time. We also have this word count. You can track your word count here, like the teacher asked you to make a 1000 word essay. This way, you can find what you need to do. So now, let's close all of this. So now, I think I'm satisfied with my document, and I would like to send this file to the respective audience. So to do that, we must go to File. And in here, you can see different sections on what we can do. So first up, we need to save our document so that we don't repeat the same work we did. And in here, you can see two things: Computer and OneDrive. OneDrive is the best place to save your works like documents, photos, and other files you want to save. Through that, you can also share your work with other people and even collaborate on the internet. So, in my case, I will save my document in my computer towards my desktop and put a file name to my document, which is something that will remind me of what I did on my work. Let's say my favorite animal. So that we have saved now our document. We can always visit file for different things on what we want to do. Let's say you want to print your document and share it with others. But there's one more thing that might catch your attention. We can see this export. In that sense, we can create a PDF out of this. So we just click and create PDF and then publish your document, and we are done. Now, we can see our saved document in our desktop and also the PDF version. Since we are done, let's close up our Word. Let's say I want to work on the same document again, but you might be wondering how. Let's open up our Word again. And in this side, you can see the recent document that you made. And as you can see, we can see our document here. Now after time passes by, you might have created like 30 or 50 documents. And let's say you want to work on something for weeks and want to get an easy access to it. Hover to that file, and as you can see, you will see a pin. When you click this pin, you will find your work at the very top, and you can always go back to it again to do more editing in your documents. Now, we have gone through the essentials in this software on things you need to know on what you can do in your document using Microsoft Word. Whether you are a teacher, a student, a businessman, or someone who just want to use this software, Microsoft is here for you. and you can always use it on the different things you want to do. And everything I gave in this video are just merely the basics. So in some time, I will be creating another video that will aid you this time in creating a document more faster and more efficient. So if you like my tutorial, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. This might be new, but there are more contents to come, and some might be old to you, and some might be new to you. Who knows? If you have anything to say, you can always leave a comment to my video about something you might have learned or something you might have noticed well. It can be anything. So thank you everyone for tuning on the first episode of my tutorial. You can always follow my page in Facebook, Virtual Basics, where I post any updates on my upcoming videos. Tune in always.